Utah thinks it's seen everything and thinks it's ready for anything. But Utah, you are not ready. Not for the hits, not for the noise, and certainly not for the Great Eights. The Utah Great Eights take the field at the Maverick Center on April 19th. Season tickets are on sale now. Utah is not ready.
Welcome to Live with the IAL. I'm Corine Lewis, Director of Entertainment, and with me today is my co-host and head coach of the Las Vegas Rockers, Coach Hollywood. Hey, Hollywood.
How are you? How are you? Glad to be back
good.
on.
What's that?
Glad to be back on another Thursday.
I know. So, how are things out there in Vegas?
Beautiful. Nice weather, nice warm weather. Very excited for what we have going on. We have the things going on this weekend, a lot of things happening. So just great, getting excited. The guys being next week. So let's get to it.
Okay, but Hollywood, are you hitting the gym?
A little bit. You know, I stay in the gym. I live there. I have a residence. Yes, so definitely stay in the gym.
Very cool. Listen, we're doing a new thing. It's called the IAL Spotlight. And, you know, we have so many amazing people that Tom Mitchell has hired in the International Arena League. And, you know, we just feel like we want to give our fans and viewers an opportunity to kind of see the inside look at some of the amazing people we have. And so today we're about to bring on right now the Director of Ticketing Operations, Pedro Montoya. Hey,
hello,
Pedro.
What's up, Pedro? What up, man?
Hello. Nice to meet everybody.
Nice to see you. So listen, you have an amazing background, and why don't you just, you know, say hey to everybody, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and then the amazing things that you're doing as the Director of Ticketing Operations in the IAL.
Well, definitely. So my background primarily is in ticketing, right? So with that being said, I am I'm really excited to get introduced into the sporting sphere of ticketing. A lot of my background comes from shows here in Las Vegas. I've been doing it for about, I'd say 11, maybe 12 plus years now in entertainment and ticketing all up and down the strip here in the Las Vegas Valley area. So this is something new and exciting for me to be a part of. And as well as when it comes to ticketing with the IAL, we're growing. We're breaking through, you know, different markets every day. So, I mean, it's something that I've looked forward to in my entirety in ticketing. This is where I've wanted to be. So being part of this organization is something that I definitely look forward to coming in through the doors every day. And I encourage it for everyone else that is working here with the company to stay through it. You know, put your heads down and work through it hard. It's going to be the toughest year, but once we get through the first inaugural season, then it's going to be easy after that.
Right. So when Hollywood and I say, hey, go out and get your tickets, now they know who they're talking to, right? Dealing with the head guy.
Yep. There's always a ticket guy somewhere, and I'm that guy.
Right. So listen, is there anything you want to say about season tickets or anything for us real quick?
Definitely, yeah. So we've been on sale with season tickets for all our teams now for quite some time. We're building every day. Sales are going through the roof right now on the domestic side. We've been seeing a strong presence when it comes to the Cincinnati team, so they're representing on sales. Sales are going through everywhere. And on the European international side right now, the German markets are really, really handing it to everyone else. So I'm just encouraging everyone else to get your tickets right now. Get in there, spark these rivalries now. I know there's international rivalries already set. So let's build off that momentum and, get these tickets, get in there in the arenas, and let's see your presence on these game days.
I love it. What do you have to say about that, Hollywood? Where's Hollywood?
Oh, I think there he is.
I'm sorry, no, he's not here. No, we lost him for a moment. We're trying to get him back in right now.
Oh, okay. So listen, we appreciate you so much. And look, I got to meet you in the league office, recently during the Las Vegas, dance team tryouts. I see how hard you work, and I see the leadership that you provide, and you're a fun, great guy, and you're really doing a good job. And we want to give you kudos to, you deserve it.
No, thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean,
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's a
I'm
job
sure
that takes hard work.
we'll have you back, but we just wanted everyone to meet you. Okay.
Definitely. Well, thank you for having me here again. It was nice seeing you all. I appreciate it. I look to see you guys around the office. Whenever you guys come in, we'll always be here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pedro. So we got Hollywood coming. There he is. So Hollywood, guess what?
Yes, go ahead.
Guess
What
who we get to bring on right now?
Uh-oh.
For the announcements and all the things IAL, everybody, we have our COO, TM, Tom Mitchell.
TM.
Yeah.
Hey there. Look at Hollywood. That's not yeah, Hollywood usually doesn't act like that when he sees me show up.
I know. Well, I mean, coming from the man that created Hollywood, right?
Hollywood created Hollywood. I'm not taking the credit for that. He created that. He's a good man. We gave him a nickname, and then he built the persona. He earned it, and he continues to earn it every day.
This is true. So, Tom, listen, enlighten us. Let's hear all the things.
Yeah, as I was backstage, I was just looking at the tracking. So our footballs will be in tomorrow. So tomorrow is a really interesting day. We got the footballs coming into the office, and at the same time, we'll be down at the arena rolling out the team's field. So the first team's getting rolled out tomorrow at the Orleans Arena, and then the dasher pads are down there already. We'll be putting up some dasher pads to let the guys for the tryout this weekend, try out on a field, IAL field, and IAL dasher pads. And we got, your upcoming guest here. I'll be talking about a little more in a minute, but he's going to be coming down, and Salt Lake's coming down. Arizona's coming over.
Nice.
So, it's a big weekend. I mean, I'm interested to see. You got 3 coaches standing on a field together, looking at talent. It's going to be great to see.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be a little banter going back and forth, which I like a lot. I'm looking forward to it. And, we're going to have the video team over there, all this weekend doing different things and putting more and more content out there for the fans to see of everything that's happening.
Good. It's
just a crazy weekend because I just found out, I thought it was next weekend, but I just found out Glasgow's having a big event on Sunday night this week at the same time.
Right.
So, it's pretty cool. We got events going on here. We got events going on in Europe. And so all the hard work, I mean, you just had Pedro on here, and he probably people don't realize how much he does on a daily basis.
Yeah.
He's also our chief mover. And when stuff get moved, Rob jump into action and help us because we are incompetent in a lot of ways of trying to figure out how to fix a TV to a wall or get stuff moved. And so him and Rob are great at that. Listen, our office, we have a lot of people that handle a lot of tasks. And it takes a lot of work from a lot of people doing a lot of different things. But this weekend's a great weekend for the IAL all around.
I love it. And hey, we had a press conference today too.
An amazing press conference, to be honest.
Really was.
I mean, guys over in Pennsylvania doing a good job.
They really did.
We got the head coach there a few weeks back, and Greg's running around town with the team that he's assembled, some sales guys and social media people, and they're running around town. But I heard the mayor was there. I heard they had a great turnout from the media. It sounded like there was some great questions and some fans there looking forward to the upcoming season. Yeah. So when you look at how far this whole thing has come, Corine, I mean, we started this thing 2 years ago, right?
Exactly.
Hollywood knows Hollywood 2.5 years ago. I met him in a restaurant in North Carolina. I says, we're going to do this. And he's like, okay. Yeah. And, he was like, well, we got to make sure we do it right. So we're not going to play it this season. We're going to hold it back. And, listen, where this thing is now and where the IAL is today is fantastic. We got a lot of great talent with us. I'm excited. I mean, listen, I just mentioned Greg up in Pennsylvania. We have another guy, Gino, out in San Diego. Another guy, Bob Rossi, over in Tampa. All of us have a lot of arena football experience. And so this helps with this model that we're building, and it helps to work with guys like Jackie and Garrett and all the Mark and these other GMs that, are hustling and on all the markets. And that we can just try to distribute some knowledge and give them some past experiences and the way things that have been successful and things that haven't, and let them run with it. And I think they're starting to do that, and we're starting to see a lot of results with them doing that. So it's exciting to see the vision and the model work.
Absolutely.
Come into play. And yeah, the one thing we got to do, we just got to make sure we got a membership up here. You know, Hollywood can't just keep sitting around the office. He's got to get back to the gym and start. you know, he's got an image to represent, so we got to get back out.
Well, look, I know we fielded an amazing dance team. So if Hollywood needs to do a little bit of calisthenics, whatever, Hollywood.
Yeah, you know what, Grant, people don't realize all the work you do behind the scenes. They see you here, but they don't know the work that you do behind the scenes and all the work that went into the 10 different tryouts for all the teams in putting this thing together. So there's a lot of work people don't get to see, and they think that, we show up here and it's a cakewalk walking around our offices or there's nothing going on. But listen, we're busting our butts, 18, 20 hours a day to get this thing right. From everybody. And so I think there's a lot of things. I think as we get this documentary prepared, they're going to get to see all these different things that people are really doing behind the scenes. And so especially you, I mean, that's not easy assembling all these dance tryouts and videos and everything that you did. And I'll say, listen, I'm always happy that they're a big part of game entertainment, like, especially in my model. They're a big part of in-game entertainment and being part with the fans and in the stands with the fans. And so I think you've done a great job with some great teams as well. So it's just a lot of moving pieces that is starting to function as a pretty good unit.
Absolutely.
And so that's the exciting thing I think I get to see on a daily basis.
Yeah, same here. Hollywood, what do you think?
Go Rockers.
Oh, by the way, I caught at the Pennsylvania Benjamin's press conference today. Hollywood, you're always on here on Thursdays. Beep beep, talking about you don't think you have much competition. Let me tell you, they definitely called themselves out as number one. They believe they're going to have the best record in the IAL. They made that real clear.
I did hear that. I definitely heard that for sure. Greg made that known at the press conference. He's actually said my name as well. So it was a direct shot, and we're getting very excited for April 18th.
Right. No, as you should. So listen, with that being said, hey, since we're all on here, Tom, if you don't have anything else to add, I think we should bring in our special guest.
Bring him in.
Sound good? Hey, everybody, listen. So today's special guest is the GM of the Utah Great Eights, Jackie Mitchell. Hey, Jackie. Can you hear us?
Jackie, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up, Jackie?
I can't hear.
Okay, you know what? Hang up. Yep, he's going to hang up and come right back in. That happens every once in a while.
No, that's fine.
I don't know.
Since we got a moment.
I don't know if I necessarily believe him. I think him and Saya are out having a good time, getting entertained in Salt Lake City. We've heard that before.
I'll tell you what, Tom, you put a dangerous duo together with Jackie Mitchell and Saya Burley. That's a dangerous duo. I mean, I'm saying, these guys are not playing.
Oh, they're doing a great job up there.
Yeah. Can you hear us now, Jackie?
I can. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. So listen, I'm just going to give a very, very brief background to the viewers about who you are. I'm going to ask you a quick couple questions. And then Hollywood and Tom, you guys, take over. So, hey, everybody. So Jackie Mitchell not only is an amazing businessman, but he was a linebacker and safety, played college football at Southern, transitioned into the NFL and the CFL, and here he is today, the Great Eights general manager. And so, Jackie, my first question I want to ask you is, how did those experiences shape your mindset as being a leader today? And when did you first realize that you wanted to be on that side as a GM?
I think it started earlier with I didn't start playing football the 10th grade. I wasn't one of those guys who played football for a long time. But when I started playing, I understood the game, and the people who introduced me to the game really took the time to tool me in the game. So every level that I played at, I've always been a very cerebral player. So I've always went to the coaches and I always ask the questions why. Why are we doing this and this and this? And so from collegiate level to from high school to the collegiate level, even the professional levels, I was very fortunate, especially when I went to the CFL and the NFL. Andy Reid, he would say certain things in meetings, and I was just like, okay. So I would try to pick his brain. But I think where it really took precedence for me being in the CFL, I was very fortunate. Um, the general manager name was Roy Shivers, and the head coach at that time, he also works for the Houston Texans. Name is Danny Barrett. I would literally go in the office and just be like, hey, man, like, help me understand this. So contract negotiation, recruitment, player development, I was learning that while I was playing. I've always felt, and the spaces that I've been, um, it was God given. I've excelled at a few of those things, and it's hard for me to talk about me, but that's pretty much what it was. It was just really just sitting down and learning both sides of the business, because as a player, you learn and you get to do only certain things, but when you learn the complete cycle of the business, it kind of opens you up and gives you more opportunities.
Absolutely. Hey, Tom or Hollywood, do you want to add anything on that line?
I'm waiting for Hollywood to jump in here and actually start talking.
He's waiting for the fun stuff. Okay, so no, and I've gotten a chance to know you really well over the last several weeks, and our
I can't see that, Hollywood. I can't see that.
I mean, you just have the greatest personality. I also know your work ethic, and so much respect. But I guess the last question I'm just going to ask you real quick is, what excites you most about the future of the IAL? And then I'm out.
I honestly, man, Tom, since you're here, I'm not saying this because you're on the call. I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity. Corinne, you as well. I know we have a mutual friend in my brother, Scott Cloman. That's how I was introduced to IAL. But I just think, Tom, I think whoever else was part of this process, because you could have went another direction. But I'm excited. Like, I don't have words for it. As Pedro said, just put your head down and work. Like, I just feel if we do what we're supposed to do, it will happen. And that's my motto. Like, just get the work done. I'm not here to get glorification. The glorification is when that IAL is something that everyone understands, and being in certain markets, like in Utah, having one of the strongest previous arena football backgrounds, having the capacity to see this thing actually excel and take off with the proper people in places. Like, to me, it's happening. And so I'm grateful for the bottom floor level, because it's almost like what President Obama said: you got to know what the janitors are doing in order to get to the top. And I'm willing to put in the work as of right now to learn what I need to learn, to do what I need to do, to help the league grow, to get the things that we need for the identity, because that's what it's going to come down to, the identity of the IAL, and the way it's structured. For those who are part of it, you know what I'm saying. For those who are not a part of it, learn about it. Go to IALfootball.com, go to whatever city we have, 10 teams around: Cincinnati, Vegas, Arizona, Philadelphia, Utah Greats. I mean, you got the European side. So the model alone grasps attention, so for me, being a part of it, I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful I get to do and utilize my skill set. That's another plus. I get to utilize my skill set where I'm not just compartmentalizing certain things. So it just flows for me, man. And I'm just grateful. I'm looking at all the opportunities, the possibilities. And for the young guys that are out there, you have options. That's the biggest thing you have to understand. There are other options out there. There's things that we can do that Tom is presenting for the IAL that's going to brand us differently and really put us in a different aspect of other leagues. Of course, Sunday belongs to the big three letters, the NFL, but it's okay. In doing that, we still have an opportunity to do something that people aren't doing, people aren't thought of, or haven't thought of, and deliver it to a place where you can still have a future, play professionally, and have fun while doing it. So for all those reasons, I'm grateful and glad I'm here.
Well, listen, you've earned it. I mean, you've shown us a lot in a very short period of time with how relentless you are in you working out there. So I've got a lot of confidence with you and Saya up there, and I'm appreciative for you coming in and jumping in the way you have. And I think the rest of the league is going to be appreciative of that, because I think that's going to, a lot of time hard work rubs off on other people. And so the more people that we could get putting in with a great attitude, putting in that work and that time, it's just going to rub off on everybody. And I think that's a key component. Hollywood won't, Hollywood doesn't like to hear it, but he knows that I respect what you and Si are doing up there 100%, and like that work ethic. And I think that we're starting to see that across the league. And one of the things I'll tell you is, the two other people on this right now, Hollywood and Corine, have seen this thing come from, 2 years ago to what it is today. Right. And so there might be only one other person that's seen that's still you kind of talk to on a daily, and that's Dan. So, and puts in a lot of time and puts in a lot of work to get this so that we can accomplish what other people say we can't do, so that we are doing the things everybody else says you're not doing. Dan has a huge responsibility to get a lot of these things handled, so that we can play in Europe and different, the differences between England and Germany and the difference of playing in the US, and it is a big task, because we're not just building a sport, we're educating and teaching a sport over there. Right. The arena football has been around over here. It's just been mismanaged for many years. There, not only do we have to manage it properly, we have to teach and educate people on it there. And so, I think once the fans understand who our players are and who our staff is and how much they want to be part of the communities and how much the players love to actually go out and talk in the schools and go out to the hospitals. One of the things that I learned early on was that the players were affected just as much as the kids were when they went out to the schools. And so a lot of the players that play at these high levels in universities, and maybe they don't get to do some of those things, and they get to see the difference that they make in the community when they go do these things. It affects the players as much as it affects the kids. And I think that's also a learning lesson for young men, which are the players. And so when we start to do all these things and we start to, have that effect in communities, I really think arena football is going to be huge in Europe, overseas. And I'm hoping that the fans here will finally get what they're looking for here in the U.S., what they've been looking for and what the players have been looking for the last 15 years is, sustainability. Going out and playing hard in front of their home fans and in front of their friends and family that are around there, and knowing, that it's gonna continue, but get to compete at a high level in doing so. And I think that's probably the most exciting thing, is that we keep doing the things that everybody says we can't do, but it's a lot of people doing it to make that happen.
Absolutely.
So, just to piggyback off of what TM said, Jackie. First and foremost, it is nice to finally meet you. I've heard your name several times just this week alone, and and what TM is saying to your face is what he says behind your back, man. He just saying just how great of a job you're doing up there, and how happy he is to have you part of the IAL. So he's not just putting on for the live. These are private conversations that we've had, and what he's saying to you in your face is what he says behind your back. And again, I'm always gonna bust his chops for talking about anybody other than Vegas. But I do believe that we are trying to build a league, right? And we're just as good as each other. So I'm rooting for you guys. Of course, we're gonna have some friendly banter, but I'm rooting for you guys up there in Utah, like I'm rooting for PA, like I'm rooting for Dusseldorf, like I'm rooting for everybody. So I believe we need to again compete on the field, but we need to build this thing together off. And
Absolutely.
Again, it's just a great thing to be a part of, and I'm just excited for the season to kick off.
Well said.
Hollywood, I thank you for that, man. I thank you for that, and it's crazy. I don't think Tom comes off somebody who, say something behind my back, but I've appreciated the banter me and Tom have had. We've had a few laughs, and Tom, when you was over here last week, the guy at Applebee's. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but we had a good laugh at the table. So it's also great. It's also great to meet everybody, because this is what it's about. It's about having the right people in the right places, doing the right things at all times. Yeah. And in doing this, man, like I said, for anybody who gets to watch this, who's a part of it, like I said, just dig in. dig in, put your heels in, let's get it done. Let's build something great. And the reality of it is everybody wins when it's done that way. It's no ego. It's not about who gets the glory. And I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, Hollywood, if you call me and say you need some help with something, I'm going to extend that. If I got a resource, I'm going to extend, because that's what it's about. It does us no good to hoard information. It does us no good to hoard knowledge. Everyone has something they can offer, and effort doesn't cost. So, man, I just appreciate those words. I appreciate you guys for having me, and I look forward to what's happening.
Listen, there is the way this is growing and the way the feedback that we're getting every day. You can just feel that you can feel the energy changing from where it was in September to where it is today. And the energy today is fantastic, and it continues to grow that way every day. And that's what I preach to everybody working with the IAL. Focus on us and focus on doing the best thing that we can do for the players and the fans. And that's what will make the IAL successful.
Absolutely.
Good. Where did we lose? Did we lose Corine?
I think she's backstage. But since we got a minute, hey, go get your season tickets, baby.
Please go get your season tickets. Get your season tickets. I don't care if it's the Rockers, the Benjamins. I don't care who it is. Get your season tickets all over, because we're going to show up and show out. Everybody's showing them up, man. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it.
All
So
good.
listen, does anybody else have anything they want to add or say? I think a lot was said. Anybody you can think of?
No, I'm looking at some of the comments on the side, and I'm sitting here looking at one of them, and one of them is very, very interesting. Yeah, this one.
Let's hear it, Tom.
You know what, man? We'd kick the crap out of them. I mean, Cincinnati Slingers would kick the crap out of that team. I don't think it would be close. I'm going to be honest. So I don't think it would be close. And so, listen, we've got some teams and we got some squads, and we got some coaches and we got some representatives in our league that are assembling some top-notch talent. And nothing against them, but that wouldn't be much of a game.
Is there any more questions in the chat? Because you guys all know that I can't see it.
Oh, it was a question about us playing a team from a different league.
Oh, okay.
So they just would like to see us play a preseason game or something against one of the teams, Cincinnati versus one of the other teams. And I just, I'd rather have us do some inter squad scrimmages so we can get some real workouts in and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So I know Hollywood's not holding the new football or the official football, but the social media team, put that football out. Tom, that looks better than you even described. I love it.
Yeah, we kept it kind of simple. Looking forward to it coming in. They're going to be great. They're going to be great souvenirs. Listen, we went all out of footballs. These are professional footballs that pretty expensive, and they're going to be great souvenirs. And we're still going to go through 30 or 40 a game. Fans are going to get to keep them and come down on the field after the game and meet the players and get them autographed. I tell everybody listening, if you got sons and daughters and you catch a football, come down on the field after the game and just have your son or daughter run a 10-yard out and throw the ball to them. There's memories there of just coming down on the field, meeting the players and having some fun on the field after the game. Whether you catch a shirt or a football, enjoy it. Enjoy the whole day, because it's not just 2 hours of the game. We put on a great show 2 hours before the game and do a great job after the game, and more accessibility to the players and the fans and the dancers and everybody having a good time just mingling on the field for a little while. So enjoy it. That's really what arena football specializes in, is building those memories and those experiences for the fans.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Jackie, Hollywood, any last words? Anything to say?
Looking forward to tomorrow, coming down, meeting the people who will be there. Looking forward to the camp. Looking forward to helping and assisting. But most of all, looking at just growing. Like I said, networking with Hollywood and whoever else will be there, with Tom or the rest of the team. So I'm excited, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
Couple things I want to say before we go about that tryout on Saturday is we're not charging. There's no fee for it. So as many players want to show up, we're going to evaluate you. And there are definitely some spots. There's some guys looking for some certain positions that I think might help them, but we're not charging. It's turf shoes. Take it serious. I'm telling you, you're going to have coaches out there that know what they're looking for. And we are streaming this to all of our coaches. So coaches in Europe are going to be able to see this. Coaches across the U.S. are going to be able to see this. And they're going to be able to draft you. So if you come out and you got something they want, they're going to be able to draft you. And it's a real trial. Listen, we're rolling off the turf. It's IAL turf. We're rolling it out. Have some dasher pads up, and they're going to put you through an evaluation. And so come on out and enjoy it and see what you got.
Very cool.
I know I got to piggyback, right? I got to piggyback just one really quick. Again, turf shoes only. That's my brand new field. You know what I mean? Tom said turf shoes. I wanted to do it with no shoes, but turf shoes. So turf shoes, no gum, none of that. All right, let's come in and keep the place nice.
That's
hey,
right.
Tom, just curious. This is a total side thought. Can you reveal what color of the field you chose?
Actually, we went standard this year across the board. So we put the IAL logo across the center. We'll paint the end zones with team names. But we went standard across. You know, we have some plans in the future, and so we wanted to keep them generic this year.
Nice.
You know, it's standard. We went the same thing. So we bought 10 fields. We got brand new fields for every team. And we just put the IAL logo, splashed it across the midfield, and then we'll put the team names in the end zones. We kept it kind of generic.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Great.
Building the IAL, building a brand, and let the teams go out and see who the best in the world is. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I love it. I love it. Okay, everybody. So listen, with that being said, we need you to go and we need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is very important, okay? You're going to see all kind of things coming about on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, okay? And then go to our social media platforms. Follow every team in the IAL, okay? And whatever team you know is your favorite, we're on every single platform imaginable, okay? So go follow. And then also we have
Hollywood. What's that malarkey? What is that?
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Hollywood.
What is that, Hollywood? What is that?
And also, hey, listen, we got a amazing website, guys. It's updated, okay? You need to go see this. So go to IALfootball.com, check out the website. And
all the new sites are up. Corine, the new sites are up today. All the new team pages are up.
Okay, good. So, okay, there we go. We have all the new sites, which is even better.
Merchandise is up there. Tickets are up there.
Very cool.
Info on every team, social media. Go look at everybody's smiling face.
All right. I love it.
You don't smile.
And let's make Pedro extra busy. Go get your season tickets, guys. Okay? Yep. Go get your season tickets. And look, we appreciate you, Jackie, so much.
Yeah,
and Tom, I know this was a lot to ask for you to take time out of your day. So thank you so much. And
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.